And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. As we take a Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let him dink and dunk all day long.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A gain of 14. First down, Patriots.
A give out of the gun to Genty. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. That's taken in by Higgins. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Darnold now to throw. And he coughed it up. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
It's a gain of 20. Football on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the front.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ashton Genty hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
To throw, here's Nix. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Nix from the shotgun. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A first carry for Rachaad White. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Nix. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Algier. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Nix to the air. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Patriots offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory,
It does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Working out of the gun is Nix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Gets this complete to Butte. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Able to power through. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. From the 46, here's second and a yard. On the draw, here's Genty. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to Genty on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Off of play action, Darnold. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. From the 4, it's second and a couple. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A gain of a yard.
Second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nix. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Algier now up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Shelby Harris. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Nix. His throw incomplete. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing Nix. Yeah, that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Patriots take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner, and he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jervon Dexter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. To throw is Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Now it's Darnold. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Here's Darnold. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Again, Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Algier going straight ahead. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On again, it's Algier. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's a 2nd and 8. Nix from the shotgun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
To throw, here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a handoff to Algier. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Here's Nix. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Buccaneers 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Bucs now. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Nix to the air. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Nix. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Faking the give, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually...
And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They'll go play action with Nix. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Nix. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Back to throw, Darnold. Pressure comes and down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
To throw is Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jordan Brooks with it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Working out of the gun is Nix. And it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Marte Mapu. And the Patriots will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll get it down here to the 43. On first down, it's Genty. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Darnold. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Nix once more. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing Nix. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Buccaneers, first down.
Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7.
Loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bo Nix, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Able to slither by. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, it's Genty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Darnold now to throw. Looking deep here for Mooney. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the return, Johnson. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Bucs down by 7, 2:24 to go. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on 1st down. To throw is Nix. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Nix. And a dump off to White. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And a first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Here comes second down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
He's back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute, as the kick's away here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Darnold, they need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Here's Darnold. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Gets past one man. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Patriots ready to get the football back. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Darnold. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Darnold to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw.